welcome to Sydney and welcome to another video here on our channel. Today we're going to be traveling on Qantas Airlines from Sydney all the way to Los Angeles. We're going to be flying with Qantas Airlines on their A380 in the economy class. We'll show you from our check-in experience. We do not have lounge access here, but we do have lounge based on our status. And then we're going to show you how our journey will be from here all the way to Los Angeles. If you enjoy watching this video, smack the like button. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Let's get going. The thing we're gonna do is go catch the train, and that will take us to the airport. It takes about 20 to 25 minutes to get there, and it's also the cheapest way for you to be able to travel between here all the way to the airport. So let's get going. This trip report was a combination of emotions, as I was really looking forward to flying Qantas. It has been 8 years since I last flew with them, and my last flight was in their business class product on their Boeing 747. As for the Airbus A380, I have also rode on that in both their business class and premium economy. So you can see my excitement wanting to ride on this one again. After so many weeks of traveling, the temptation of wanting to upgrade was there, but we prevailed from the urge. Heading to the airport, we used the train instead of Uber or taxi. It required a short walk from the hotel to the train station. The journey from Circular Quay to the airport was 25 minutes. This was the cheapest way to get to the airport from the city. Qantas has dedicated check-in area for premium cabin passengers, and the check-in process was quick with no wait time. All right, so we just went through the check-in process. It was good. So now we're gonna go and head to security, immigration, and then hopefully we can get access to the lounge. We're gonna see if all of us are allowed to be in the lounge. All right, now we're gonna go through security. Immigration was also quick, but I had to go through the secondary screen as the facial recognition did not work for me. No issues with security screen. All right, so we just went through security, and now we're gonna try to go to the lounge and see if we have access to that one. So last time that I was here at Sydney International Airport was in 2014, which is the last time that I was actually here in Australia. So I can see that the airport has changed a little bit. It's really nice. You come in here with this shopping area. It looks really nice, really nice. So we're gonna try to see if maybe we can find some souvenir here, and then and then we can go to the lounge. For the lounge, there are several options for us to use outside of our ticket through credit cards such as Amex Lounge and Priority Pass lounges. But since they charge for extra passengers or guests, we opted to use Qantas Business Class Lounge since I have status with One World and they allow the kids to come without extra charge. All right, so right now we are at the Qantas Lounge, and this is the Business Class Lounge. The lounge is actually really huge here, so it's really good. There's the decoration. Some areas are good and some areas are not so good, but overall good. The food a little bit questionable, but I was able to get cappuccino for now, and then we'll see later on if anything changes. I might grab a small bite, but more likely probably eat just on the plane. So anyways, we're gonna be sitting here waiting for the next hour and a half left before we board, and then we're gonna be heading to LA. The lounge was really nice and it didn't feel crowded. The food option, however, limited and left a lot to be desired. Other than that, a good place for us to kill time, and the kids enjoyed it. Let's look around and see the food available here. They had rice, chicken stew that was tasteless, the vegetarian dish, and sandwich and salad station. They had plenty of drinks and desserts. We spent about 1 hour and a half here, and then we headed to the gate. All right, we're just leaving the lounge right now. Gonna be heading to board our flight. We're boarding out of gate 8. So yeah, excited to be going to LA. Not sure what to expect on this flight, so we're gonna see how everything else goes. All right, that's where we're going now. At the gate, it was a bit chaotic and just poor management. Individuals with disability were being deprioritized, which broke my heart. I had to advocate for one sweet lady, and only then she was able to board first. The boarding process was chaotic, wasn't organized at all, but anyways, we're on our way to the plane now. We are now heading to the plane. Let's see what it looks like. Alrighty, so we're boarding the plane now, and we're boarding through downstairs because that's where the economy class seat is, and then for business and premium economy, they're all upstairs, and then I think downstairs you also have the first class, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna go check it out right now. This is our first impression of Qantas A380, and then see how it looks like. Of this cabin. Let's go find our seat and we'll talk about the configuration of the plane. Based on a seat map by Airlopa, there are 2 levels on these Airbus 380. Let's start with downstairs. On this level, you have 2 cabins. First class in the front of the plane with 14 suite seats layered out in 1-1-1 configuration. Right behind it, you have the economy class separated in 3 different sections with 341 seats in a 3-4-3 configuration, with exceptions of row 70 that has 333 and row 79 with 2 seats in the right and left sides. Upstairs, you have business class taking the bulk of that level with 2 sections with the configuration of 1-1 of 70 seats, while premium economy is 232 with 60 seats. For the purpose of this video, we will only concentrate on the economy cabin. All right, so we're sitting here in row 67. I'm in A, my son is in C, hoping no one is on B right now. Same thing for my wife and daughter there in the back. So again, I stated business class and premium economy is upstairs, and then while the economy class is down here. So we're sitting here. So far, first impression, so good. Leg room is enough. It's really good leg room space. And then we're going to show you exactly what they have on this seat around here. Yeah, so that much space here on this seat. It looks more like a premium seat, but it is the economy seat. So far, so good. Really impressed with this. Yeah, it's going to be about, I think it's 13 or 14 hour flight. So we should be good on this. So really excited about this flight down to or up to LA. So as you can see here, we do have enough legroom space right here. It's really good. Okay, so and then as far as amenity provided, they do give you these headphones. I have my own, so I'm going to use that instead. Here you do have a tray table. It's a little bit on the smaller side of things, but it's good. And then over here, the screen is a little smaller in comparison to the other one, or like Japan Airlines that we just flew recently. So it's really, it's small, but it should do it for the flight. And it tilts this way down, so if somebody leans backwards or reclines their seat, you should be able to still watch the TV. And then underneath here, you do have the power outlet where you can charge your devices. So that's good. And then here on the seat itself, you do have this side here. I'll show you guys here where you do have USB over there, and then this old telephone jack, which I don't know why we do have that. And then on the other side of your seat, you do have right here, it is your outlet or the jack for the headphones. And then you do get a blanket as well provided to you. And then you also have a pillow, which is really comfortable, really, to be fair. Looks big, really nice. All right, and you can see the color here, the color scheme of the chair. It's really nice. So yeah, anyways, we'll let you know how everything goes at the end, if somebody will be sitting here or not. So as far as configuration is concerned, you do have here on the economy class, which is 3-4-3 configuration, which is really good. It's not too crowded in comparison to the other ones. And the other thing is, for here, there's 2 windows sitting here in row 67 versus 68 only has 1 window, and then the row in front of me, which is 66, has 0 windows there. So just to keep that in mind. So I didn't see this, but they do give you also a little kit bag. So it looks really cute for them to give this in economy class. So really good. We'll open up and see what exactly is inside.
Hello everyone, it's great to welcome on board our Qantas flight QF11 from Sydney to Los Angeles. My name is Sean Docker, I'm your customer service manager. On behalf of my fellow on board.
We all have a place that fills our heart and makes us feel safe. Magic places of regular Aussies all around Australia and
We are now ready to push back, and I was disappointed to see that they did not dim the lights, making it difficult to record the takeoff. Takeoffs are overrated anyways, but you know what is not? Your support. If you're enjoying this video so far, please don't hesitate to like it. Also, if you have watched this far, thank you. We appreciate your likes, comments, and shares as it helps our channel grow. If you truly found value in these videos, consider subscribing if not already. Another note, we don't get paid for these videos. So if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so through Patreon and YouTube thanks. Anything is appreciated. I'm genuinely interested in knowing where you're watching this video from. So please let us know your country location in the comments. We are now in the air, so let's go check out the bathroom, and then we will let you know of the disastrous meal service. Alright, welcome to the review, the little review. Here, we have a sink, mirror, and then another mirror in the back, and then you have a toilet. There's actually a pretty cool feature here. You do have the outlet there, and just a fan, and then the sink, and it is automated. Let's get back to our seat and let's talk about the IFE. Although they had good amount of selection, the IFE is dated. Compared to Etihad TV, this one needs a facelift. Let's talk about the questionable food service on this flight. The food service process was mediocre in every single aspect, from the serving, presentation, to missing people. They had 3 meal options: beef, cold chicken salad, and vegetarian option. By the time they got to us, they ran over both beef and vegetarian options. Both of my kids were not happy with the chicken option. Here's where I commend the service of one flight attendant. She said, "Please wait." 10 minutes later, she had beef option for one kid and vegetarian option for another one. She was still scouting another beef for us. That alone erased the poor service that we had just witnessed as she went above and beyond. Here is how the meal looked like for all 3 options. So dinner service just ended, and the food was so I'll say 4 out of 10. So it is what it is. The lights in the cabin did not fully go out until 4 hours into the flight, which is challenging for those who wanted to sleep early. Midway through the flight, I went to the back for some snacks and also walked to prevent swelling. On flights like these, it is recommended to get up and stretch often. So I'm usually in the back of the cabin exercising. Later in the flight, a barbecue sandwich was served, which was okay. 2 hours prior to landing in LA, they served breakfast. I wasn't feeling it, but enjoyed the yogurt served. As we land, let me provide my final thought on this flight. Overall, it was a great flight, especially when it comes to the plane itself. The seats were wide and comfortable with lots of legroom. We departed on time and arrived on time. The check-in process was alright and the lounge was awesome. The service on board was okay. The crew were nice but not overly friendly. They did their job as it was required, with the exception of the flight attendant who went above and beyond to find food choice for our kids. Other than that, it was a fair ride. Another down area was the IFE as it looked dated, and hopefully we can see it being retrofitted and modernized soon. We paid for this flight with cash, one way from Sydney to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the cost was $560 per person. Sometimes when booking trips, if we are not able to leverage points or point redemption is higher than paying cash value, we opt to paying cash. If you're ever looking for ways to learn about leveraging your points and miles or just advice on booking options on your next travel, you can DM us on IG. Also there, we provide stories during the trip as they are happening. We have arrived in LA and we'll go through immigration, custom, recheck in for our next flight, more lounges, and then finally heading home. All right, we're just disembarked after waiting for about 20-something minutes. So not sure why, but we have disembarked. We're gonna go through immigration, customs. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this adventure on Qantas Airbus A380, give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss on our next adventure. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. We will see you in the next one.